Mucho.
Zero al hero. Zero baganga. Conmigo la diferencia.
Ako isiendo. Bubay ko so.
Now I guess I should get started if I said you don't wanna help me. If I started on my own, tell my brother I still with him. Gotta get up in my dream, fulfilling my own wishes. I ain't bragging about nothing, but so spin up in my body. I got a drug up all about it. If you don't feel me, don't worry. The realest is the realest. I'm the bad man, I'm the baddest. I may be just taking long like true all I wouldn't make it. Now I'm always calling. Maybe I got a stress and you just listen to my mama. So I call I would not phone ring and all the business disrespect and talking roofing. Lil G can tell you about it. I hit him first, he hit him next. I've been sure he got his flag from my youngest on the street who selling dope, never retreat. Free my G.
In years gone, Rutan had a lot of treasures. He had a lot of American guys came in to the island and discover a lot of treasures and they take it out. But they always do these things undercover, you know, because of course if the government noticed, they would give them a problem. But a lot of treasures was taken from Rutan to the United States by American guys. Or a company with the Honduran guys, because I'm a Honduran, I'm for Rutan, I could take you to a place and I don't know what you're doing, but you have a machine to detect that treasure. You will tell me, take me for a walk, and you have your machine, the machine tell you treasure here. So you come back in the night and you do that treasure. I don't know. So all of that's been happening in the island. You had guys come in boat, and they come and they hire some guys to do some work, and they take treasures and they go. The guy never knows what was going on.
Are there more treasures in Rutan? Here maybe?
Supposed to be, should be some more. No, I cannot tell you as much. I know it's not as much as it has been, but supposed to be a little bit of treasure still in Rutan. Yeah, no, I cannot tell you where. I cannot tell you what kind of treasures, but it's supposed to be some more treasures in Rutan. Yep.
Okay, well, this is a story that had happened to me before, you know.
When?
A true story, a couple of years now. Yes, that I was diving out there, and when I look, I saw a large shark coming after me, you know, with his mouth open to grab me. So I hear that he's like a tiger. If you face him, he do attack you, but I keep swimming towards him, he coming towards me, but he didn't change his mind, so I decided I'll do something, you know what I mean? And then I lay down on the bottom and he come up to me, so I just make a lot of fuss and he was there. So I keep going, slowly looking around, and when I looked, he was coming behind me, man, with his mouth open, flying, man, to tap me. And, well, I just watch him, then get a distance off, and I back on the bottom, and there was a rock, a coral. And when he came, he moved, and I put that rock in his mouth, and then he grabbed that, you know, and I just keep going, and you know, because I see that the shark want to attack me, I got no door and no canoe. So I swim till I get to some rocks, and I stay on those rocks about 1 hour looking around to see if I see any help, but no help. So, you know, well, God mercy that I didn't see him no more after he grabbed the rock. He just leave, look like, and I swim myself in from that deep. And I never did went back out there without a canoe. Never back. I go in the canoe now.
What kind of shark?
It's a hammerhead.
Hammerhead?
Yeah. He made 2 attacks at me, man. He was a serious boy, but you know, just like God mercy that he didn't get me. Because if I lost my nerves, he would have eaten me, man. But I just had to face him, was not nuts. You know a man how to do when he get in distress, he how to face trouble right again. So That's what happened to me there. I faced him and then I come out clear. Yeah, but he was serious. That's one serious attack I had from a shark. And the other one, I was cleaning some conchs here on the beach. And a matruce, a big hedgehog, grabbed me on my feet, man. And he hold my foot, man. And I lift that big bastard up, man. He tear up my feet, man. Right there on the beach. And the other one that I got an attack from the sea was a nurse shark. He grabbed my foot in, taking my foot, man, and I kick him off, man. He tear my foot up too. I had 3 attacks from shark things on the sea, man. But I still dies, man. That's my living. Yeah. I goes with God when I goes. But anyway, I overcome that. That's my story that I had from experiencing the sea, you know. All my life I would dives and fishing, but there were 3 serious attacks I got. Yeah. And I'm still here.
Still here.
Yeah. Yes, man. So that's the true story.
Three true stories.
True story. Yes.
Do you know any shipwrecks?
Pardon?
Do you know any shipwrecks?
Shipwreck. Oh, the shipwreck. Well, I got a few years over there.
And pirates?
Oh, a lot of years. Over 100 years. Because my grandmother was a little girl when that shipwreck went. That was in the 18th century, I think. And then my grandmother died few years now. She died 102 years. But she got a few years dead. So that ship got a lot of years there. I can't exactly tell you how much, but it could be maybe 150, maybe more, or maybe a little bit less. It's quite a few years. Quite a few years. That ship, she was loaded with mule. Mule, we call it macho in Spanish. And she had a wreck. She ran in there looking for a channel. She missed the channel and she hit. And she went ashore.
That's how much you come up with now, bro.
Hey, I
understand it now. I got some people that got busted around. You're a siren now, bro.
They're on the beach.
Again?
It was a hidden treasure out there on the beach. So 2 guys came. Listen to this story. 2 guys came, started digging. I was over here taking care of one house with an American guy. Something said go. This guy had intention to kill these guys, take the money, go. But I went. And I had something about me spiritual. When I got there, cut it off. He couldn't get it, and that money is still there. Can't get it. He dreamed of my old man. Old man got it, sent and get the rope, the guy got a rope. And the Spanish guy came and take the rope from him, wanted to kill my old man. And get away. That's a lot of money there. So you need to get something to get it up. They got some detector that can tell you the money is. You believe that? You need to do that. There's a hidden treasure there.
What's the story with treasures? Why people looking for treasures?
Well, they're pirates in that time. You heard about a pirate. They used to rob, and this guy they're watching and say, man, we're gonna leave you to take care of this money. Will you do it? Yes, bam. Chop his head off. Bury him there. You can't take that. That spirit can take care of that from I don't know when. Hidden treasure. And them pirates used to do that.
On this island was a lot of hidden treasures. American guys came and dig up a lot of it. Hidden treasures. So, you can get a detector, you can get the money. But you gotta have something to break the enchantment. Get that spirit away and you get that. As long as that spirit there, you're not gonna get it. Because it moves. You strip away, they feel it. Dig. So you gotta kill somebody and drain the blood there, then the spirit will go. Sometimes you gotta kill a man, then kill the enchantment. Hidden treasure. Somebody still live here.
What is the real treasure in life?
The reef.
The real. What's the real treasure, the true treasure in life?
What is the true treasure in life?
Yeah.
Wow, the true treasure in life is the soul. That's the true treasure. Is the soul. We all got a treasure, whether it be in hell or in heaven. Yep. What do you think of that? You believe in God?
Yeah.
Okay. He ruled over all the world. He made the world and he's going to destroy the world. Hey, bahat yung karne.
Yes, man, there was a treasure there. My grandmother had dreamed about it, to dig it with my aunt and my grandfather, you know. But my grandmother and my aunt, they were scared. So it come a time that me and my grandfather and an old Spanish man dig it one night. And when we got, it was 6 feet deep. When we got 6 feet, my grandfather was down in the hole. And he told me, he said, Julio, he said, I got it. He said, go to bring my rope. But being spirit used to molest me, I was scared to run because it was around 12 o'clock in the night. Dark. We didn't have no light and thing here in Crawfish throughout those times, so I was scared. And the Spanish man leave and he run and he bring a rope. And the minute he bring that rope, then he threw a pint down in the hole from my grandfather. That treasure slipped out his hand and the hole full right up with water to the top. He had to pull my grandfather out of the hole. And that was that, because if it was just our family, I know we would have get it. But it was a Spanish man and he had a bad intention. If he had taken it out, he probably want to kill me and my grandfather and go and cook me land with it. But anyway, it sunk 12 feet, 6 feet more. A guy came 1 years afterward and he put in machine and he said there, but it's 12 feet deep. So he would have dig it, but on three-quarter share for him, quarter for my grandfather. My grandfather told me it was 50-50 or left it there. So he leave and he didn't come back. But it's still there, but it went deeper. Other guys came and they try dig, but they don't have a machine to find it. They think it's just something that, you know, you can just dig it up so, but it's not so. It's something that enchanted. How enchantment, if you can't break that enchantment, you can't get it if it's not dreamed to you. So that's the problem. It was dreamed to my grandfather, to my grandmother, and my aunt. To dig it to her and my aunt and my grandfather, but being those two ladies were scared, he just tried me and him and another guy, but it was the wrong guy we had. It's a Spanish man that wasn't from here, and he always used to have a 38 gun on his side, and I think that's what happened. The minute he threw the rope for my grandfather, it sink out his hand, man, and went deep and hold full with water. It's a true story that I live to tell it to anyone that's happened. It's nothing that no one tell me. It's something that I experienced. I was there to the spot. So that was a story about a treasure, and it's right there still. But it's deep. No one came and try to get it again. Yes.
Sin duda, una de las voces perdón, que ha sido una semana muy emotiva para mí, pero no, ¿saben qué? No, perdón.
What about pirates?
Well, I don't know. They was not. I don't think they was pirates. I heard about the pirates. Of course, the Indian used to. The pirates used to bring treasure. The Indian used to have treasure, and they would steal each other's treasures, and that's how things went bad. So the pirate used to come in, and they take the treasure from the Indian and stuff like that, and they would hide it. And then the treasure would become enchanted. Because we hear about the history about those things. That if you're going to bury a treasure, you're going to say to the guy, who want to stay and mine this treasure? Somebody would think about stealing it and say, I'm going to mine it. So then they just kill you and they bury you there. So that treasure is protected. So we call that enchantment. You have to break an enchantment to take these treasures. You had a lot of guys that break enchantment and take good treasures of the island.
How do you break an enchantment?
Well,
What's an enchantment?
I tell you, spiritual action. You got scientific spiritual action. He does those things. To break an enchantment. They have book to read to break an enchantment. Because I heard about treasures. I had a family that was digging the treasures. He had a dream, and it was real. The guy dreamed about a white man, show him an iron chest. He opened it. He said, this is for you and your brother-in-law. So the brother-in-law was in the United States at the time. So it took him some time before he came. And when he did came home, my cousin told him, let's go and dig this thing. I dream about it. He said he dreamed about a razor, a hologram razor that you shave your face. You know what hologram?
Mm-hmm.
She's like a knife pulled in. So he said, this razor is for you. So he woke up in the morning and he walked and looked at the area that he was dreaming about. And he picked up the razor on the ground. This is real. And then he went and he looked at the spot that he said the treasure was there. One stump from a tree was dry, burned. For he had passed that, but the stump was still there. And he looked at the stump, and that's the way he had the dream that there was the treasure. So when his brother-in-law came from the States, they went and they started dig this stuff. In the moment, somebody heard about it. My cousin's father was a very jealous-minded man, so what he was doing was take note about what he heard. My cousin talked the secret, and then his father was taking an eye on them whenever they're doing this work, that he would let them how to share something with him. So he was watching them. So they're digging and digging and digging. As they hit, you could hear like something is on the ground, close. And as they get closer, they hear a cat. There was a cat in the bush making a noise, severe noise. And as they go down digging, this cat would be getting closer. So one of them, my cousin, get disappointed. He said to his brother-in-law, he said, you hear the cat? That cat, but he's getting closer. He said, doesn't matter about the cat. The brother-in-law was a very courageous man. So he keep on digging. And as they get closer, the cat keep getting closer. But my cousin's father, he is watching, and he didn't get that treasure. The hole full up with water. It was filled up with water. Now a few years later, I got my cousin, brother-in-law, son, better tell the guy concerning this treasure. And this guy told one American guy. So the American guy, he went and he digged this treasure. He take it. Him and the other guy. So my cousin gets nothing, and also his brother-in-law gets nothing. But the American guy, he went and he get the treasure. A few years later, one guy come walking around. He tell us that he could detect treasure with 2 rods. He say it worked like a magnet. So what he did, he went and I told him, I said, I'll show you a place to see if anything is there. So we went. He went, he said something there. So we dig the hole open, the spot that they take the treasure from, we take it out. So we opened the hole, and when we opened the hole, we got some floating rocks. We call it palm stone. It comes in the sea from the ocean. That was an area covered with those things where the iron chips were setting on. We found a pole that fit. Now they take the treasure out with that because it was something big, heavy. So then they take that and they throw the stick back down and just cover the hole a little bit, and that was it. They take it away. So the American, he went back to the United States. The guy that went with him, that showed him the treasure, he always with money. The guy would always send him down some good money. But the man that dreamed about the treasure never got anything. The American guy come and he take it and he carry it. That's right. So there's a lot of things about Bhutan, like a lot of treasures that have been taken away by American guys. They had one guy, her great-grandmother, no grand-aunt, was married to one guy. And she dreamed about a treasure right here on the road going to Palmetto. And this guy, she told her husband told one guy that used to run into the United States, and he talked to American guy, and him and the other guy, the American guy and one other guy, and then they dig this treasure. The dreamer husband and the American and the other guy. So they take the treasure, they give this man a lot of gold, and the American went about his business. The other guy got his share, and also the dreamer husband, he got a lot of gold. So he hid some gold. Somebody watching him, and they stole that gold from him. Now I don't know if he had all of what he had, but he had a container full of gold hide in some trash, basura, what we call garbage area. He had it hide, but somebody was watching him, and he stole that gold. So that guy, he didn't do no action. So long years later, well then, the man that lost his gold, he died. And the other guy, after that, he explored. And he became wealthy. So there's a lot of gold that was taken out of the island. There's a lot that I don't know about. Right here in French Harbor had a treasure.
The winds
I worked
may
there.
blow and the rains may fall, but it won't just wash away. Listen to our brand new song.
Tell him drop the volume one little bit, bro.
Song I've had in a long time, maybe ever.
Right here in French Harbor
Enjoy it tonight. Says the blood is still
had a treasure. I was working there. And there's a lot of guys work there. They were digging mud, they were building some houses out of rock walls, making rock walls, house. And I didn't know about this, but I've worked. We dig mud, we dig rock, we dig mud, we dig rock, but it was a cave there. But when we get to the small mouth part of the cave, somebody stopped us from working. So then, after we get to that, to the mouth of the cave, small mouth, as you open it, it go bigger, then there, up in there is the treasure. But the workers do know nothing what's going on. The special man them go by night, open that up, take the gold out, and the construction stop. No more construction because the money deal already gone. So there's a lot of gold that was in Rotan Island, a lot of gold. But the poor people get none. Always the rich man, the wealthy man, the wise man, always the man that gets the cream of the milk. Yeah. So we could only talk about what we hear about, what we see, but very few things. We had a guy again, he bought a piece of land, he built a big house, and he was digging to make like a septic inside of this house. But when they get to certain distance, they stop. He stopped the work because the goal is too close now. So he's not working nobody. Him and his special guys go and they take the stuff, and by night it disappeared. So they leave the house there, throw it away, abandoned, and in time, maybe the government, I don't know if the government do it, they went and inspect this house and see what's going on. They go into the house and they find a big hole. And nothing there. And nobody around. Everybody gone. A lot of treasure was taken away from here. But by wise men. Because, you know, you take scientific people with high intelligence to do these things. They got books that I heard about. They could read, break enchantment. But not normally. I heard about in, let's see, West End, how it's a piece of land that had 7 iron chests on that. So I hear about, not sure. But who to know? It could be, as well it could do be. But there's always somebody to tell a story about these things. People that experience something, they would say, well, certain things I see, or certain things I hear. Because if you go up in a spot and have some treasures, you could have some vision on something. You know, in the night you may see a light come from high and go down and stop. It could be, it's a treasure there. We got our areas up in, we call it Johnson Bay. There's people that have been seeing a light come from the ocean, goes to the hill, and when it goes to the hill, it goes out. And somebody says treasures on that hill. So, you don't know. A lot of people that take treasure away, and some, I think it's some more still, but find that is a problem. That's a problem. Find that is a problem. Yes, sir. I didn't have no dream about treasure. Some people dream and it's not real. Dream could be true sometimes.